Sumakit ulo ko. Walang system to, no? Muhi?
Meron po,
Sir,
sir.
meron po.
Okay.
Kaya,
So, Muhi, Mikay, Castro, Pakaanas, Kuray. Meron pa bang wala?
complete na po, sir.
Okay, ready. Present na agad.
Kaya na, hindi mo i-first. Ayan. So, good evening, sir. Yung title po namin, The Learning Organization and the Effectiveness of Learning Management Information System by Student-Centered Design to Academic Performance Factors during COVID-19. Now, you may ask why the long title. It's because what our intentions in doing this is because we want to identify the student-centered design factors, and what it equates to essentially is academic performance, right? So we aim to do that by learning management information system, which is a modified system based heavily dun sa system na meron yung UDM ngayon, which is just tested muna. So next slide. Our agenda for today is introduction, statement of the problem, significance of the study, scope and limitations, synthesis of review and literatures. We didn't include the methodology. Next. So in the introduction, what is e-learning? The e-learning's definition has already been included, and the e-learning system is essentially a system that comprises and integrates all of the learnings in a web page. And authors more inclusively points out that e-learning is a process that requires special considerations due to it be appearing or functioning in a different environment compared to the brick and mortar environment that we had before the pandemic. So there are several factors that needs to be considered in designing a learning management information system. Next slide. The factors that needs to be considered are, statement of the problem. The education system was disrupted by the pandemic's implications, and due to that, blended learning and distance learning was implemented as a solution. And because it was a
Legs,
solution
pasok ka sa Gmail.
abruptly
May sinend akong
tasked
Gmail.
in the whole education industry in every country, designing a learning management information system, there were some considerations that were overlooked, and these considerations are in the next slide. The considerations that were overlooked are going to be on the further slides. So, to discuss the scope and the limitation first, development and design phase. The study shall be held in UDM for commitment and convenience, develop a modified learning management design from the overlooked functionalities inside the Moodle framework. And to say one of the overlooked functionalities was mainly revolving around that we identified was the learning management system that was designed during the whole pandemic was found to be not student centered, and we aim to develop a system that answers to that. By the alpha version, developing first the alpha version of the system, which shall be open for alpha testing. What we mean by the alpha testing is that the system shall be open first to limited members or invitees who shall be asked to, or requested to um, grade or what their perception of the system is. And afterwards, the beta test for user acceptance testing shall be processed. The beta test here is for open for public scrutiny. That is what we mean by a beta test. So the experimental phase is when the development and design phase, or when the system was already developed and it was opened in the public, we shall held an experimental phase. By that we mean we shall do, or we shall uh, there are instrumental tools in research, which is a pre-test survey for participants composing of 50 students and 25 faculty members. We shall be divided in two phases later on, and that is what we were going to discuss. The feasibility, it will be a feasibility report and shall be treated as a case study and to be included in the methodology. Dynamic changes shall be made in the development and design phase overall and shall be tried and tried again as to test it for software quality assurance to for that according to the gathered data from the framework. Next, synthesis. I'm sorry, can you previous slide please? Yeah. No, not that.
Kahit ng ibang vaccines, hindi na tuloy magpaparoon ng COVID vaccine dahil sa mga simptomas sa dala ng palaging na panahon at katulad rin ng indikasyon
The other one, the timeline. Yes. So here's the timeline and what we plan to do. So in the first January of 2022, we plan for the alpha testing in the pre-release version of the modified LMS, and we shall also later in this present after this presentation, we shall present it to you, sir. And the alpha version's data shall be monitored in the span of 1 month, meaning the beta test can is going to be open only after 1 month, which is in February 2022. The qualitative data gathered in the alpha test version of the system, the system's comment sections and public metrics open for viewing only to the developer side shall be analyzed and shall be processed in Google software apps like Data Studio and the Google Analytics
Can
from
you
the
open your
events.
camera? Please open your camera. Mikay, Pakaanas, Kuray. Yan. Yun.
From
Ready?
the events measured. So again, and after the analysis and design process, the design process again shall be restarted because for the software quality assurance, and we have to make improvements upon the pre-initial design. So in the mid-month of February 2022, the gathering of data by collection tools in the experimental phase shall be done and administered and procured from the participants by the members of the study. So in March in 2022, the feasibility and case study report shall be finalized and included on either, however, so we decide, methodologies or results. So then a beta testing shall be opened, which is the finalized system after the alpha testing for public scrutiny, and the issues and reports shall be collected from the data that was gathered in the span of 1 month from the alpha versions. So, in the mid-month of March 2022, everything shall be finalized from the methodology to the results and discussion. General release of the system shall be considered as final for further continual improvement. And research instrument for data gathering procedure shall be embedded inside the system's navigation panel, which we shall see later on. Because in the navigation panel, we have this research which will actually have an online collection tool. The survey shall be put inside the website, and the results of that shall be included also in the results and discussion. Next slide, please. So from the synthesis
Let us
overview and
stop
related,
there.
okay, sir.
Okay. I would like to ask everybody, what is your part in this project movie?
Sir, ako po inassign from the sa methodology. We didn't expect po na nung bago maka po mag-announce na ite-tentative yung methodology, nagpe-prepare na po kami noon para sa
So you are tasked to write the methodology.
Yes, sa ano
Other
po.
than that,
Ano po, yung sa RRL lang po na ano po doon, yung RRL na hinihinong activity 2, if I'm not mistaken. something like that. And then yung 10 RRLs na ibinigay po.
So you are more on
Out. Oh,
the
more,
writing,
yes po. Tapos more on ano rin po ako.
documents.
Yes,
How about you, Mikay? What is your part in this project? Mikay,
Mika,
do you
your mic
hear
is
me?
not open.
Meron na po, sir.
Yes.
Uh,
What is your
I-
part in this project?
my part is ano po, sir. I was assigned in making the system po, sir.
So you are the developer.
Yes po, sir.
Up to what percent have you done?
To be honest po, sir, I think nasa 20 to 25% pa lang po.
Castro, what is your part in this project?
Sir, first yung RL po, then system din po. At yung mga features po ng website.
Dalawa kayong developer,
Yes po, sir.
pero 20% pa lang.
Pero
Kuray.
po yung, sir, yung mga features po sa akin ng website namin nasa 40 to 50% na po.
So magkaiba yung features and functionality.
May additional po kasi sa amin na, may part po kasi na may system po namin ipapakita po yung mga achievements po ng student, which is na pag na-encode na po yung grades nila, yun po magkakaroon po sila ng badges na mag-indicate po ng one of their achievements.
Kuray, what is your part in this project?
Team lang po ng kay, sir, kay Moy sir sa RRL na hiningi po na 10 RRL about sa system.
How about you, Pakaanas? What is your
Sir,
part?
I was handling all and managing them all. I actually divided their work, and to summarize, Castro's work was for the subsystem yung batch in design. Tapos yung kay Mikay naman po, yung early po na design niya na system was unfortunately a decision made by me, scrap, and I designed another,
So you
system?
design another system.
yes, and
So up to what percent now?
I guess 15%.
Napaka-ambitious ng project nyo. Meron kayong timeline. Nagulat ako. Tapos 15% pa lang kasi yung 20% ni Mikay pala, ano na, shelved na.
Sir,
yung
actually,
yung kay Castro, wala na rin pala yun. 42% Kuno.
sir, yeah, interrupt.
Anong nangyari? Anyway, let's go back to your title. Can you show me the title? In your title, you are supposed to give us a glimpse, or not actually a glimpse, no? The totality of the whole project. Once I see it, I will know already what is happening or what will happen with your project. What would be the input, what would be the output, what are the processes, who will be the respondents, yung mga ganun eh. Walang focus ang title ninyo. Ano ba ang gusto nyo? Objectives. Dapat nandyan na yan. Bababasa mo na agad yung objectives nyo eh. What is your objectives of kahit yung problem, makikita mo na rin dyan agad eh. What is the objective of your project? Castro, ikaw ang gusto kong tanungin.
Sir, first of all, yung objectives po namin is to reach the expectation of the students and
How
also
are you
faculty
going
member.
to
Sir,
reach the expectation of the students?
Sir, yung parang significance na din po ng study namin na magpo-promote po kami ng quality management system for students and faculty members in the University of Manila.
Alam nyo,
To
ganito
prevent,
yan guys. Let me stop you, Castro. Para hindi tayo tumagal. Huwag tayong masyadong ambitious ha. Hindi naman ako nag-expect na masyado sa inyo. Although syempre that's part of your that's part of your responsibility as student to impress me. But I am not impressed really. First, the more you complicate things talaga, ayaw ko ng mga complications eh. Your first objective is to develop. Tama ba ako, Muhi? Your first
Yes po, sir.
objective is to develop. What are you going to develop? Castro, what are you going to develop?
Ayun nga po sir, na system, ano, na
Anong
management
klaseng
information system po.
system? Anong klaseng system?
Magkakaroon po ng encoding ng information
Ano
na
ba
wala
yan,
pong asset.
Castro? Your objective is to develop a learning management information system. Learning
Yes po sir.
management na information system pa, in-combine pa yan, dalawa. Ha? Tandaan nyo ha. You are going to develop a learning management system. Simple as that. Komplikado ba? Kuray, komplikado ba yon?
Hindi po, sir.
Hindi, di ba? Kasi magde-develop lang naman kayo talaga ng learning management system, di ba?
Yes po, sir.
Oh,
Yes po sir.
huwag niyong gawing komplikado ang mga bagay-bagay. Now, next. The learning organization in the effectiveness. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng the learning organization in the effectiveness?
So yung learning organization po kasi yung entire organization ng education system, which is
Are you sure of what you are talking, Mr. Pakaanas?
this Rav actually
What
read a
again?
research study
What
about
is
it,
your objective?
to develop a learning management
Ano ang
system.
kinalaman ng learning organization dito and effectiveness?
Because a
Effectiveness
learning
of learning management. Oh my God, ano ba yun? Naloka naman ako. Tapos may student-centered design pa. Sige, anyway, hindi naman tayo okay lang 'yan. Ganun talaga ang estudyante, no? Let us ganito na lang. Title nyo is Development of Learning Management System for Universidad de Manila. Ganun lang kasimple. Mikay,
po, sir.
nagsusulat ka?
Noted po,
Ayan.
sir.
Okay.
Po,
Ano
sir.
na lang. Ngayon, doon mo na rin makikita yung objective mo, general, di ba? To develop. What specific objective ang pwede nating gawin? Castro, may nabanggit ka kanina. Anong specific objective ang pwede nating ilagay?
Ayun nga po sir, yung una po yung
Simpleng
updating
paliwanag lang,
information
Castro,
sir.
ha?
Okay po. Ayun po,
A
yung reporting
learning
tools po.
management system that has complete information.
Ayun po,
Pwede
sir.
yon? Tama ba?
Okay po.
Yun.
Opo sir.
That contains a complete information of the students. Pwede yon.
Students.
Sige, pwede yon. Sige,
Yes, po, sir.
accepted. Kuray, can you give us another specific objective para makadevelop kayo ng learning management system?
Yes, sir. Nag-iisip pa, sir.
Tagal mag-isip. Mikay,
Actually, sir, yung nabanggit niyo po kanina regarding dun sa student information system.
hmm.
Actually, meron na before
Kasi
po kami
dalawa
mag-start.
pinagdalawa nyo, Mikay, no?
Yes
Let
po,
me
sir.
stop
Actually,
again, ha?
before po mag-start ng thesis
Mm-mm.
papers yung co-members ko. Actually po, sir, may nasimulan na po ako.
Bakit parang hindi kayo magkasundo?
Hindi, ayun nga po, sir. Yung that time po kasi na hindi pa po nila nasisimulan yung thesis paper, sir. Kumbaga, gumagawa lang po ako ng parang mock design para sa system namin. Kaya yung naging kumbaga training grounds ko, student information system po.
Kaya na shelves ni Pakaanas.
Yes po, sir.
So, hindi
Pero
nga kayo magkasundo.
Actually, sir,
Dapat pag-usapan niyo
ginamit
yan,
ko
ha?
lang naman po yung system na yun para at least ma-refresh at ma-practice din po yung
Pero hindi na yun ang purpose
IPP.
natin ngayon, ha, Mikay, ha?
Yes po, sir.
Pag-usapan niyo yan, ha?
Yes.
Kundi magbubukod kayo. Ikaw yung leader ng isang grupo, si Pakaanas yung leader ng isang grupo. Mamimili sila saan sila sasama. So sa information system ba o sa learning management system? Dalawang
Yes po,
system
sir.
to pinag-isa nyo eh. Kaya
Pag-usapan na lang
nagkagulo-gulo
po
eh.
namin.
Pag-usapan nyo, ha?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, sige. Okay. So katulad ng sinabi ko, wala akong planong magbagsak ngayon. Next semester, tingnan lang natin. Ha?
Okay po,
So
sir.
hanggat hindi dumating yung next semester, ayusin nyo yan. Ha? Para hindi magulo.
Yes
Next,
po, sir.
pag ikaw ay nagda-download ng games sa Google app, Mikay, anong una mong tinitingnan para i-download mo talaga siya?
Mostly sir, kahit di lang naman po sa pag-download ng game, mostly ang tinitingnan yung reviews eh.
Reviews agad? O ano
Opo.
ba yung nababasa mo sa reviews? Bakit nila ginagamit yung game?
Yung effectivity ng game, yung kung
Effect.
may bugs po ba?
Yon, free from bugs.
Yes
'Di
po.
ba? Ibig sabihin,
Opo.
fully functional siya. So you are going to develop a learning management system that contains ano sinabi ko kanina, Castro? Natatandaan mo pa ba? Parang touchscreen yung ano ko, pinindot ko yung mukha ni Castro. ano yung sinabi ko? With complete student information.
Student
Pwede
information po
yon.
na
Pwede
without
nating,
bugs.
oo. Ngayon, huwag mo isama yung without bugs, pinakukomplikado mo naman. Number 2 na yun eh. Number 2 is free from error, 'di ba? Pag sinabi nating free from error, without bugs na 'yon, 'di ba? Ganon. A system that is completely free from error. 'Di ba? Tama ba, Mikay?
Yes po sir.
Yun yung second objectives. O ano pa, bukod doon sa walang bugs, Muhi, ano yung nakikita mong, ano yung tinitingnan mo sa isang app or sa isang website para maakit ka na gamitin?
A system wherein an easy to use po, sir.
User-friendly.
Yes, sir. User-friendly po.
'Di ba?
Hmm.
Pag ang system hindi mo alam kung nasaan yung search, parang tatamad kang gamitin.
Yes po.
User-friendly.
Sir, additional din.
May additional ba
addition-
si Castro? Go.
Ako sir, tinitignan ko din po yung graphics po kung masakit
Design.
po sa mata.
Yes,
po.
the design. Ilan na nabanggit natin? 4.
Yes,
Tandaan
sir.
nyo, ha?
Noted po.
Pakaanas, anong tinitingnan mo?
Yun na sir, nabanggit na ni Kaso design.
Design din. Kuray, anong tinitingnan mo?
Yung safety, sir, kung may virus na pag ano.
Security,
Yun na.
yes. Safety, yung good. Yun. Pwede kayo mag-focus dun sa 5. Or
Yes,
kung
sir.
may maiisip pa kayo. A system that is
Security.
with highly secured, a system that is
User-friendly.
highly secured, user-friendly, with good design.
Yes, sir.
Yung mga ganon, ha? Ang dami nyo ng objectives.
Yes, sir. Thank
Okay?
you po.
So, alam nyo na agad kung anong survey ang gagawin nyo. 'Di ba? Kung paano nyo tatanungin. So babaguhin nyo yung title nyo next. So, nabago na rin natin yung objectives nyo. Tanggalin nyo na statement of the problem para mabilis. Ha?
Yes
See
po.
you na lang next semester. Now, scope and limitation, significance of the study. Who will benefit from your study? And how will they benefit from this? Kuray, ikaw muna. Kasi si Pukaanas lahat ng nagsalita kanina eh.
Mga students, sir.
Students, o how will the students benefit from your study?
Parang mas papadali nila yung pag-aaral.
Sir,
Sa mga research, sir.
Patapusin natin muna si Kuray Castro. Yes,
Sa mga
Kuray.
research, sir, parang mas mapadali nila yung ano. Kasi parang
Learning management
Apa.
learning management system ito, hindi ito e-library, Kuray.
Ay, nakita ko. Nabasa ko kasi sa ano, sir.
So yung mga RRL nyo, alam nyo na ha, ang dami kong ni-read. Kung ano-ano kasi binabasa nyo. Okay.
Sir,
Castro.
Try.
Sige, Muhi.
For students, sir, sa students, for LMS, they allow themselves to benefit from self-paced learning. If ang magagawa po namin ay learning management system, if po, sir, and the opportunity to learn new skills without having a travel or arrange childcare while they're
So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa rin kayo hindi pa rin pala kayo final kung learning management system kasi may if no?
As of now, sir, kasi di ba po nag-suggest kayo kaugnay dito kasi napakalawak nga po ng title pa lang niya.
Oo, talaga. Kaya sabi ko napaka-komplikado ng buhay niyo.
Kaya ito po,
After meeting naman sir, pag-usapan namin.
yung benefits
sige.
po na to, nakita ko lang po sa title.
Okay,
And then,
sige.
thank you for the, napansin nyo rin na napakalawak niya.
Okay, number 2, kung after si students, tapos
For the
nasabi na kung
teachers,
paano
sir.
Okay, the teacher, paano magbe-benefit si
The
teacher?
benefits of it for them is they're also so huge. They can set lessons or training courses for their students to complete all at once, no matter how far apart they are based, allowing the teacher to work remotely if needed.
Very good.
Yes.
Okay, malinaw. Sino pa as teacher,
Sir,
student?
Sir, ganun din po sa akin, yung connectivity po ng student sa teacher, saka po yung
Teacher pa rin
hahawak
yun,
ng
na.
system. Yes po.
Ulitin ko yung tanong, Castro. Who will benefit and how will they benefit from this? Student, teacher, who? Again. Who
The
are?
university,
Who
the
else?
university itself,
The
sir.
university. How will the university benefit
Ayun na.
from your study?
One of those suggestions that you gave us, sir, doon po sa magbe-benefit po yung university doon po sa bali sa student information po. Mas mapapabilis po nila yung pag-encode or pag-retrieve ng certain student po.
Students record. So sige,
Yes po.
palawakin mo lang yung sinasabi mo. Student, teacher, university. Who else? Baka may naisip pa kayo. Meron pa ba na pwedeng mag-benefit sa study nyo? How about developer? Pwede
Yes,
kaya
sir.
silang mag-benefit
Yes, sir.
dito?
Pwede po.
How will they benefit from your study? Future researcher, future developer.
Once a developer develop a system, sir, syempre yung student and teacher na unang magbe-benefits dito, sila po yung makakapansin ng mga dapat pang baguhin ng system. Which is a developer, may chance na makakuha ng suggestion to those mga people.
Ang lawak ng nalalaman mo, hindi mo ginamit. Sayang. Di ba?
Thank you po,
Oo.
sir. Thank you po.
Oo,
Sorry.
yun lang, ganun lang kasimple ang gusto ko. Ha? Huwag natin gawing komplikado. Ha? Ganun lang, as in ganun lang. Okay, now I want to see your system. Ay, wala nga pala kayong system. Kasi 20%. So ngayon pagbibigyan ko
Meron
kayo.
sir online
Meron
po.
si F. Kaanas.
Gaano ka, yan? Sige, pakaanas. Let me see.
We can give you the link ngayon sir.
Ay, but online? Puta.
Yun nga
Hindi
yung
ba
sir.
pwedeng
dito sir.
kayo mag-operate, pakaanas? Kayo magpa-operate? Pwede ba yon? Pakita nyo lang sa akin.
O sige Mikael.
Sige na, kayo na mag-operate. Napaka-komplikado talaga ng
Apo,
buhay
sir.
nyo eh.
Napamura to ni si sir.
Huwag kayo matakot. Hindi ako
sir.
Ito po, sir.
Ang ganda ng kulay. Gusto ko yung kulay.
Verde.
University coders. May pinagkuhanan kayo ng mga code. Sige,
So,
okay lang naman.
wala
Basta
pa hong laman.
mabe-ver- kaya 15%.
Yes po.
Hmm.
Manager.
So kung
teacher,
susundin natin
student.
yung timeline ni Mr. Pakaanas, Kuray, sa tingin mo,
Sir,
aabot?
kaya?
Meron pa tinatawag si Pakaanas na alpha and beta,
Yes.
uli yun?
Testing.
Gulat ako eh.
Alpha and beta
Oo,
testing.
alpha and beta testing. Talagang meron timeline eh. Ay ko ba? Galing nito mga batang to Kaya ba Kuray? Nawala si Kuray bigla. Ay, sino nawala? Si Kuray.
Sir, pwede makaya sa
Sige, Muhi. Go
kasi
ahead.
I think kakayanin to sir kasi fault train namin as a member ni
Pag hindi
Pakaanas.
kinaya.
As a member ni Pakaanas po kasi, basically, 'di ba, unang-una pa lang po na orientation nyo kung may mamili, work or study, di po ba? Nagkakasabay-sabay po kasi. Kaya, I think kailangan talaga namin 100% nakafocus academically. Which is, yun yung kailangan namin ngayon. Kasi, tatlo po sa grupo namin may work, which is fault po namin yun. Kaya, hindi po namin minsan na si Ira.
Sige, alam nyo na ang pagkukulang nyo,
Yes,
ha? So, do not disappoint me next semester.
Yes, sir. Thank you po.
Yes po, sir.
Okay? So, see you next semester and congratulations.
Thank you po.
Ayusin nyo buhay nyo.
Thank you, sir.
Pero
Okay.
banggitin mo grades namin.
Ay, hindi. Ayoko nga.
Diba?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po,
Sige.
sir.
Sige,
Thank you po.
Next
Salamat.
group na. You
God
may
bless
leave.
po.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Looking forward.